but it just turned down the oven, and I put the chicken that we started with the brick on top in the oven to finish roasting, to be completed, and we're gonna use those yum-yums that chicken left us for the rest of the dish. We're gonna make a quick sauce here. You see, this is the yum-yums I'm talking about. No oil in the pan. We're gonna use this same oil from the chicken and scrape all of those flavors in here. Oh, I'm gonna get you, don't worry, you stay right there. And then we're gonna come back here and use a little bit of garlic, tiny bit, because why? I'm gonna also serve a pasta for you that's gonna have garlic in it. The next ingredient that's going to go in this pan are going to be our mushrooms. Why? Highest water content between all the ingredients that we're using. So we want those flavors. Do you remember, everybody, before we left, I put those potatoes in that pan at very low temperature. Look how beautiful and brown they got. So now, the mushrooms are tossing with the potatoes. The flavors are coming. You remember this, the herbs that we used. A little bit of sage, a little bit of rosemary, and the parsley we're going to leave for our pasta. Like I told you, I'm going to get you is, how do we going to get this? Is a little bit of liquid. Bring those yum-yums back to the party. A little bit of liquid here, and a little bit of liquid here. Oh, I wish all of you were with me in the studio. This is just amazing. The chopped garlic that went in there did one thing. This garlic is going to do something else, and that is, this is the juice of the garlic by pressing it. So our sauce is going to be infused with the juice of the garlic. Remember, these things I'm not doing because I just like to do too many steps in cooking. Every one of these steps create a layer of flavor. That's the difference between a dish that's going to leave a memory with you, or a dish is the ritual of feeding yourself. And I want you all to experience food. A little bit of white wine. What is life without white wine, of course? And you remember, the liquid that we put in this pan now has helped me get the rest of these yum-yums and bring them to the party. So all those flavors of the chicken are going to be in the sauce. Let's put this down here and clean a little bit around us, because this is a pan sauce. A pan sauce, I've mentioned many times before, is the sauce made within the pan that the initial ingredient was cooked in, and we want to bring all those flavors together. That's why I'm cooking this at a very low temperature. You do not want to rush things in food. It's called patience. You need to have a patience in the kitchen, even though time does not allow us sometimes. We're going to add a little bit more liquid and keep deglazing and reducing. And as we do this, these flavors are going to intensify even more. Reduction is crucial for you to remember. When you're doing a pan sauce or anything with reduction, you never season at the start of the dish. Why? Because by the time this water content is evaporated, the seasoning, which is the salt, will intensify. And by intensifying, it's going to give you a very, very salty dish. So you always want to cook, and last minute before service, you're going to start seasoning it and doing it according to your palate. A recipe is only a guide. Your palate is the best recipe that you have. One quick thing I want to do for you here before we go to break is I want to start my sauce for my pasta. This is called aglio, olio, and peperoncino, which is garlic, olive oil, and chili flakes. The most simple, magnificent, and satisfying pasta sauce you will ever make. Drizzle of extra virgin olive oil quickly. Then we're going to take some of these chopped garlics in here, and garlic is called an ingredient with 1,000 faces. Let me bring you up here so you can see it even better from the overhead. Garlic, as I was telling you, is the ingredient with 1,000 faces. What does that mean? Every grade of this garlic cooking, when it's golden brown, is completely different. When it's white, is completely different. When it's raw, is completely different. So we're going to cook this until it's lightly golden brown. We're going to add a little bit of chili flakes in here. Why now? It's going to infuse the oil. So as you toss your pasta in it, it's going to have those flavors. And the prezzemolo, or Italian parsley. I say we need a little bit more extra virgin olive oil. There is our sauce. You can't get any simpler than that. You cannot. So what we got